May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. Later today, Governor Mills will treat bikers to tea at the Blaine House.
It's all in an effort to talk about ways to promote motorcycle safety in Maine. Our Hannah Yashivi joins us live from Augusta with more about why this annual event is so important this year. Hi, Hannah.
Good morning, ladies. 32 motorcyclists died in crashes in Maine last year, which was near record high. Governor Mills and state officials will be hosting members of the United Bikers of Maine later today at the Blaine House to talk about ways to reduce these fatalities moving forward.
There are thousands of motorcycles on the road in Maine every day.
We've got 2,700 members, but we represent everybody that rides on 2 or 3 wheels.
Some of those United Bikers of Maine members will park right outside the Blaine House today for tea and conversation. A tradition that dates back to 1990 to foster a positive relationship between state officials and bikers, but also for some life-saving reminders. Jim Hansen will be in attendance. He's the Legislative Affairs Officer for the United Bikers of Maine.
You want to be aware of your surroundings, making sure that you're not part of the problem. Quite a few of the fatalities last year actually had something to do with, the operator of the motorcycle itself.
It's what kind of gear did you have on to protect yourself? Motorcyclists are very vulnerable. We don't have bumpers and fenders and roofs and windshields and stuff like that to protect us from other vehicles and the elements. You're out there.
Motorcycle Safety Program Coordinator John Kohler says there are 4 things causing motorcycle crashes: lack of training,
both brakes to come to a stop,
speed, use of alcohol, and not wearing a helmet, which is only mandatory the first year of your license.
I wear a helmet all the time. I'm a rarity as far as, riding a Harley, so to speak.
I think everybody should wear a helmet. When you come off this motorcycle on the highway and you hit your head and you look at your helmet afterwards, you're thinking, my first thought when that happened to me, my first thought was for my family. How would I leave my family if I died in this crash today? If I hadn't been wearing the helmet, what would happen to my family?
Statistics from last year show that there have been too many deaths on the road.
What we're trying to do, reaching out to, the younger generation. You buy a motorcycle nowadays, it goes 200 miles an hour right off the shore.
And for those who don't ride a motorcycle, be on the lookout for those who are on 2 wheels.
Distracted driving is a big deal right now. People who don't ride motorcycles don't typically look for them. That's why I wear that reflective vest on my jacket. And people stopped pulling out in front of me once I started doing that.
The slogan comes down to look twice and save a life.
Being more alert on the road allows motorcyclists to enjoy what they love.
There's a lot of camaraderie on a motorcycle. You see motorcyclists wave to each other. You see motorcyclists pull over and stop to help each other. And so it's kind of a brother and sisterhood kind of thing where, and people enjoy that.
We've had 0 deaths so far this year. However, there's been 66 crashes this year that involves a motorcycle, and that's a high number because the motorcycle season just started. Late last week, the Maine Bureau of Highway Safety sent out some reminders for all road users, and you can find those reminders a little later this morning on our website and mobile app. Live in Augusta, Hannah Yashivi, News Center, Maine.